Hi, Belma from Work Bigger here, helping you do work you love that makes a difference in the world without burning out. Today, I want to talk about a big belief that many of us have that keeps us from growing and actually gets in the way of our goals, which is this idea of making sacrifices to achieve success. For a long time, I thought that to be successful, I had to make a lot of sacrifices. And actually, this is true. I do think we need to make sacrifices if we want to achieve certain career goals or certain life goals. But I want to unpack this today because the issue is we're not defining the right sacrifices to make. So I'll start with an example. When I was younger, I picked up this belief that if I love someone, I had to make sacrifices for them. So, for example, let's say a friend of mine asked me to do a favor for her, right? But that favor wasn't actually something I really wanted to do. So I think, you know what, though? I love this friend and I don't want to let her down. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do her this favor, even though my heart really isn't in it. So I'm wondering if anybody of you have ever been in that situation as well. I use this example because if that resonates with you, it's probably also showing up in the workplace somehow because work and life are so integrated. So to use a work example, let's say you have a packed week, you have a ton going on, you're feeling really exhausted, and what you really want to do is take a break, right? Or a mental health day, but you don't. You know it's going to be really good for you, but you choose not to. And the reason may be because you want recognition at work, or you want to seem that you're a really valuable employee and you really care about your job and you want your boss to see that. This type of sacrifice, right? And we've all been there, I think, I've learned over the years is misguided and can actually really harm our growth because number one, we're ignoring our own boundaries. And when we ignore our own boundaries, what's actually happening is there's a level of resentment or frustration that we feel, right? Or we may show up with that resentment and frustration, which isn't in service to ourselves, and it's definitely not in service to our friend or to our boss, right? Because we're just not, it's not very genuine. We're not really showing up with with that full desire to help. So the second belief, right, or the second thing is that I really believe this thought is rooted in scarcity. And there's a hidden underlying thought here, which is giving up what I want, right, makes me more worthy to others. And it's going to make me a more valuable employee. And really, this is the fact that we don't believe we can accomplish the same results unless we experience some sort of pain or unless we give up our well-being. So I think that's a really important distinction and really looking at what the hidden thought is underneath this belief. So with that in mind, what kind of sacrifices do we actually want to make? And what are the sacrifices that will really be in service to ourselves and to others? So I'll call this a true sacrifice. A true sacrifice is giving up the things that harm you in the long term, but they feel really good in the short term. So, for example, this could be if you're working on a book or you've had a goal around changing careers, right, for a really long time. But instead of making decisions around working on your book or on your career change, you're choosing to repeatedly go out with friends, right? So this is something that you're doing repeatedly over and over again. I'm not talking about the self-care examples. Another true sacrifice that you should make, I believe, is sacrificing certain distractions, like checking email, checking your phone. So I want to call out, these are activities that reinforce your negative behavior and keep you from growing. Activities that reinforce your negative behavior and keep you from growing. And I believe these are things that we must absolutely sacrifice if we want to see a change in our goal or growth. So with that, I'd love to hear from you and would love to also help you apply this to your everyday life. So two things. One, I'd love to hear what kind of sacrifices are you making right now? Do you resonate with the misguided sacrifice that I shared? Or are you working towards making the true sacrifice, really giving up something that reinforces your negative behavior? And the second question I have is, can you take action around this today, right? Can you pick one sacrifice that's in service to you and your goals, and can you share it here with us in the comments? Because sharing will actually help keep you accountable to all of this. So Let me know in the comments, and also feel free to share any questions. I'd love to give you some feedback and coaching around it too, if you'd like. That's it for now. I'm going to be back next week with another video. In the meantime, make sure that you check us out at workbigger.co, and also we're opening membership really soon. So go to workbigger.co/join-us. If you like what you see here and you're looking for more group coaching, that's the best way to get some deeper support around your career goals. All right, other than that, I really look forward to reading your comments and questions, and I'll see you next week. Bye.